DynamicCarStore.com to get the cars. Icons, legends aiming at the stars. Hursty at checkout to save your points. Now your bank account won't be staying empty. DynamicCarStore.com. Use code Hursty. Go on.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome to the QPR Career Mode. I believe episode 48, which I think we're either getting near to or we are now the most episodes into a QPR Career Mode we've had on this channel. So thank you guys for supporting it and sticking with it. You guys are absolute heroes. Nearly at that 50 mark, which would be awesome to get to as well. Today we've got two games, one against Newcastle, one against Bournemouth. Two teams well and truly in mid-table. 12th place for Newcastle and 14th for Bournemouth. 6 very important points to try and pick up today. Obviously dropping a couple of points last episode. Arsenal and Chelsea, two teams that can overtake us if they win their retrospective games, which both of them have got very tough games. Arsenal and Chelsea, I think, are both away to Liverpool. Chelsea away to Liverpool and Arsenal away to Man City. So two very, very tough games they've got to get through. But if they lose those games, we stay in 6th place, which would be awesome. A little bit behind Wolves. It would be nice to have picked some points up and obviously then potentially have overtaken them. But we're doing okay. Top 6 will still be fantastic. And today, I think it's important to try and get those games. So what we're going to do is get ready for the next game. One thing I want to point out as well, obviously Pepe Arce has been playing a lot of minutes recently. A big part of that is, as you can see, my manager rating for a team that were to avoid relegation, to be up in 6th place is obviously, we're overachieving right now massively. The reason my manager rating is so low is because I was challenged to play a youth player in the squad for big chunks of this season, which obviously I wasn't massively doing up until now. So I'm trying my best to try and put this into place and try and correct it a little bit, but it could be that it doesn't really help it anyway because I might have missed that chance. But regardless, let's get into the gameplay. I'm going to simulate up to the Newcastle game, and unless something happens in between, I'll see you at that squad lineup. Okay, the teams are ready. Nothing happened between the intro and this moment here. So just to show you the starting lineup, Ramsdale obviously in goal, Hammerline, Carter Vickers, Dickey and Fisher at the back, Luke Amos and Chalobah in the middle at CDM, Elyounoussi on the left, Ellis Todd on the right, Brighter side Samuel at Cam with Lyndon Dykes leading the line. Hopefully today can be 3 points against a mid-table side, but another 5 at the back, the Longstaff Bros in the middle there. But today, I'm hoping it can be a very, very good day for the R's. Here we are at Newcastle, a stadium I've actually never been to. Actually, I don't think I've actually properly been to Newcastle anyway. So St James's Park is definitely a place I haven't been. But regardless, hopefully today this can be a good visit for the R's, and hopefully we can pick up those very important 3 points in our sort of chase that I guess staying in 6th place. It's not necessarily to push up the table. I'll be honest with you, I didn't actually see how Arsenal and Chelsea did. I didn't actually pay attention to that, so that's my bad entirely. But hopefully we can come away today with 3 very, very important points. Go on, you R's. Newcastle have just kind of kept the ball for the start of this game here, but they've lost the ball there. Luke Amos picking up to a slightly loose pass, however, a bit of a loose touch there, and a good tackle comes in from the Newcastle player, but Ramsdale equal to that save there. I think that was one of the Longstaff Bros there taking the shot. But yeah, they've kept the ball literally for the entire passage of that play. That pass from Amos and then the touch, the loose pass or the loose touch from that, I don't know who it was who had the other touch, but the only touches we've actually had of the ball so far. Thankfully we get the corner away initially, but they are not done yet. They're still just kind of keeping this ball, knocking it around a little bit. As you can see, they're just being very careful in possession. Ellis Todd has done a little spin. Oh no, Chalobah's done a little spin and lost the ball. We've got to be careful not to concede early on here, especially as we just haven't had the ball. Good interception from Luke Amos. Can we just try and keep possession for a second? They've worked it inside here. Rob Dickey's going to have to stand his man up. He's been beaten there. Good block again from Luke Amos. Can't quite stop the corner, but again, Luke Amos coming in like he has in many, many games this season and making a very, very important block, interception, whatever you want to call it. Just very good stuff there from Amos, getting into the right place at the right time. Get rid of that. Well done, Lyndon. Up to the initial header, but again, it's not done yet. Atsu there on the ball, going to try and run this inside. Lyndon Dykes back there, making a very good tackle. Can we maybe start a bit of a counter here as we see Brightside Samuel on the turn, on the run? Not quite the touch we needed there. That's a real shame. Our first chance of an attack, and it's gone before we even get past the halfway line. They've played a lovely through ball here. Ryan Fraser on the turn, on the attack here. Can Carter Vickers try and see him out? He's played it out wide here, and that leaves Fisher as the man to try and stop Manquillo. And Fisher does very, very well and does bring the ball away. Now we've got Ellis Todd making a bit of a run ahead of us here. I can't quite find him yet. We see the run from Bright as well. Can we keep this ball alive? Lovely stuff. Lyndon Dykes off to Brightside Samuel. Good first touch. Down to Lyndon. Can we get it back to Brightside Samuel? We can. And we can also find the back of the net. Lovely stuff. Lovely bit of play. Good little first touch, like passing and stuff from the boys at the front there. Really good stuff. Obviously, I think it was Fisher who made the initial tackle. I made a really good breakaway. Well done to Fisher, because that was a very, very important tackle and chance to even create that attack. Really good stuff from the other boys there, the front three there in Ellis, Todd, Lyndon, Dykes. Dykes being very unselfish. And to be fair, Bright on his left foot, I said this a couple of episodes ago. At the start of this career mode, Bright would have absolutely spooned that with his left foot. His weak foot is terrible. Oh, Dubravka's going to feel a little bit bad for not stopping that one. But you know what? I don't care. Dubravka can feel as bad as he wants. 14 goals in the league for Brightside Samuel. He has well and truly stepped up this season. With a lot of people saying, or some people saying, maybe we should get rid of him because of what's happened in real life. This is our QPR Career Mode. This is our series. If players have left, it doesn't mean they have to leave after that initial transfer window. So you know what? We can keep Bright, and you know what? We can bring some players back. But right now, Bright is looking fantastic. And actually here, chance for a second. Can we get the dirty double real quick? Yes, we can. Lyndon Dykes smashes it home for the second. Yet again, Dubravka, I feel like could and or should have done a whole lot better there. That goal just kind of really came out of nowhere. I wasn't even fully paying attention while I was talking about the first goal still. Talking about players in and out. But look at this bit of play. Lovely touch there. That touch on Dykes is beautiful. That is terrible goalkeeping from Dubravka. The ball has been hit straight at him. Look, straight at him, and he ducks under it. EA, that is abysmal. Please fix goalkeepers. If that had happened to me in Champs, I'd be livid. Please, please fix goalkeepers. But you know what? For now, 20 minutes in, well, not 20 minutes in, 35 minutes in. I think that was the 20th goal for Dykes this season, and it's been a little bit of a smash and grab. That first goal at least. The second one obviously was just a very, very quick attack again. But we've been a team out of possession a lot here, but we've made our chances count, and we are 2-0 up only 35 minutes into this game. Oh, they've played a lovely ball inside there. Fraser plays it forward to their striker. Oh, I've absolutely mugged myself off. Carter Vickers left an acres of space there. That's my bad. That was poor defending. Slightly annoying that we're in the 48th minute, but it is what it is. Fraser with an easy tap in the end there. Ramsdale, nothing he could really do. I'd completely left him high and dry. That was poor defending from me with Carter Vickers there. I take responsibility of that. That was really, really bad. As you can see here, look. I just way overcommitted. I don't know what I was doing there. I then tried to bring Dickey across the salvage situation and probably made it worse by leaving Fraser even more wide open than he was previously. 2-1, the clean sheet's gone. Real stinker there to concede. Did that say that's his first goal in the Premier League? How is Ryan Fraser only just scoring his first goal in the league? That is abysmal. But the main thing is here, 2-1 up at half-time. At least we're in the lead. Would have been nice to have kept that clean sheet. Gutted that, of course, we have conceded there, especially when... You know, as I said, that first goal for us really came against the run of play, and the second one was just a really quick reaction goal from the kickoff, and we did really well to win it and then go up the other end and score again. But a bit frustrating to have conceded after, you know, getting that lead, and I really just wanted to try and see that first half out there. Arsenal are beating Man City, which is not what we wanted or needed to see in the slightest. Man City, please buck your ideas up, because we do not really want to fall behind Arsenal. Obviously, the Chelsea game happened the other day, so I'm not too sure what that finished at. I'm going to make a change. We are going to bring on Obafemi for Dykes, not because Dykes has been bad, but as I've said, I want to kind of rotate between these two. Obafemi is a little bit younger. He's, what, 21? Dykes, I think, is 26. Yeah, so that means that obviously Obafemi is going to be a bit more of a long-term option for us. So it'd be nice to try and obviously keep him up in rating and obviously try and get him some goals as well. Pepe Arce will probably make an appearance in the second half. Otherwise, it'll probably be another defensive change. So maybe either bringing on Dunball from midfield or Ludwig for a fullback or Masterson on at centre-back. But for now, just that one change. Obafemi up top, some fresh legs up top as well, which will be quite nice because we have been working on the counter a little bit. But let's see how we do. Let's try and keep this lead. And another goal, restoring the 2-goal lead would be fantastic. So come on, boys. Let's try and get that goal back. Newcastle will work the ball forward quite nicely here. They've got it out wide to Yedlin, who's just about got the pace on Hammerliner. But Hammerliner's going to do his best to try and stay back there and try and see this one out. Yedlin is going to turn him round a couple of times. Oh, we didn't get the ball there with Dickey. Oh, again, Carter Vickers has been mugged off yet again by that striker. And that is 2-2. Ramsdale wasn't going to save that one. It's been powered kind of straight at him like the Dubravkas. Well, both chances for Dubravka, honestly. But that is 2-2. I was saying we needed to restore the 2-goal lead, and instead we've given away the lead that we had. So back to level pegging, back to even Stevens, and that is not a good goal to concede there. I thought Dickey was going to get that initial ball, but that ball roll has absolutely mugged me off. That's twice I've been beaten well and truly there. That's poor from me. Really nice play from the striker, I have to say, but that's really, really poor there. I'm quite disappointed with myself there. Boas Santos, not a player I recognise by his name, but the main thing is here, that's back to level pegging, back to square one. It's not good enough, is it? Bright Isaiah Samuel there. Good turn, good way to win that free kick. That's a pretty good spot to win a free kick in. We've got Ellis Todd over the ball now. I have no idea how good Ellis Todd's free kicks are. Oh, it's a little bit far out, actually. He has got 67 free kicks, and I think he's our best free kicker. We need to train somebody at free kicks. We need to get somebody who's half decent at free kicks. But I've been standing over these things. We're going to take the fake shot there with, I think that's Hammerlinen. Not quite who I want on this shot. Hammerlinen's left the ball. Instead of actually getting the ball and then taking the shot, he's left it. Oh, good. Elyounoussi bursting forward here. Lovely stuff. He's going to try and take it past the extra defender there. Elyounossi's kept it alive. Oh, Ellis Todd's kind of run into him. I wanted Ellis Todd to make the run inside of him there. But instead, he's kind of run into Elyounoussi. And Elyounoussi then didn't really have an option. Whereas Ellis Todd could have become that option. I'm going to make a very quick change here. I'm actually going to take off Chalobah. And I'm going to bring on Don Ball. Just some fresh legs in that midfield. I'd like to bring Pepe Arce on. But I don't think I want to take anyone off. Elyounoussi, I think... Oh, I don't know, because Pepe Arce has been good when he's come on, actually. You know what? We're going to go for it. We're going to take off Elyounoussi. We're going to move right to the left. Bring on Pepe Arce here and see if we can make... I'm pressing all sorts of wrong buttons here, Tom. You're being an idiot. Bring on Pepe Arce at cam. Let's see if Pepe can make another difference, another impact on a game. Come on with another goal. I think that'd be 3 goals, 3 games in a row that he'd have scored if he does come on off the bench and get a goal today. So let's hope that can be something that he achieves today on in this second half. We're going to just stick with this for a second. Obafemi, going to play it into Pepe Arce, play it back to Obafemi, try and take it past the man. Oh, Obafemi couldn't quite get it past him. I'm going to play it backwards here to Don Ball, up to Pepe Arce. I don't really... Oh, actually, you know what? The shot has kind of presented itself in his left foot. I didn't really want to take the shot there. I wanted to play it off to Bright, but the shot kind of appeared and I kind of had to do it. Aaron's on the ball here. Amos trying to keep up with him, trying to catch up. Aaron's again has turned us. The amount of times we've been turned in the game today is slightly worrying, but we do win it. We do come away with it. We do get the ball here. Pepe Arce is not the quickest of people. I kind of would have preferred Obafemi to be making that run. Now he's going to make a run through, but it's going to go to Pepe Arce anyway. Pepe Arce now. Keep this ball alive, Pepe, mate. Try and find that space. Look at the pass. There we go. Luke Amos inside. He is offside, surely. He's found the back of the net. Is that in? No way was that onside. Obafemi, you beautiful, beautiful man. That is why you play to the blooming whistle, boys. Because that is another goal. 3-2. That came against the blooming odds. Because I honestly thought that was offside. I did not think that we were onside there. Are they going to pause it for the... I didn't see the fullback. The fullbacks kept him on. Oh, that is beautiful stuff. Right, let me... right, hide this. Look. Don't know if you can see... Let me change the screen here. Let me go to Elyounoussi. Actually, let me go to the fullback. The guy who's keeping him on side. This guy, look. Oh my god, that's close. Holy, that is close. That's actually mental. Well, the main thing is, we're on side and we have found the back of the net there. Obafemi gets himself a goal. Comes on, makes a really good difference. Again, gets himself onto the score sheet. Lovely stuff. Now, this lead, we have to see it out. Sensible in possession, and we've got to defend well, boys. They've played it quite nicely here. They've worked it into the box. We have kind of made a couple of tackles, but they kind of done that thing where they kind of ride the tackle and don't lose the ball. Bit of a spin there between the two players. Lovely stuff there. Fisher, honestly, has had an absolute blinder today. Not the best pass there, but honestly, Fisher has been absolutely fantastic. He has probably been one of the men of the match today. He really has been that good, that impactful in the defence. He's been probably our best defender in the game today. But we've got to just see this out now. Not too long left. This is kind of one of those late chances where they just kind of keep possession and wait till quite late into the game to get the shot away. Dickey is going to try and step into it. Lovely block there from Carter Vickers, making up for a couple of mistakes before. Carter Vickers again making another block, but it is tackled there. Amos loses it. Ramsdale with a beautiful save right at the end there. That could have been really problematic. Obviously, the game is not over yet. Carter Vickers making 2 very, very important saves, but Ramsdale getting down to his right, making a very important save there and blocking that one. Long stuff going off there for Milner. Things you do, in fact, love to see. James Milner back at Newcastle. Absolutely beautiful. I say back, he was at Newcastle, right? I'm not going crazy. But get rid of that. Lovely stuff, Bright Side Samba. Boys, push out. Push out. Don't let them get this ball in the box. Do not get this ball into the box. See it out, Fisher, mate. See it out, Fisher, mate. Yes, Fisher, you beaut. Bright, get rid, pal. Call it, ref. Come on, boys. That is a huge win. That is a massive, massive turnaround. After going 2-0 up and then conceding 2 and it looking problematic, I have to say that is a huge result. Really well done to the boys there. They have played phenomenally well. They have absolutely proven their worth there. Again, Obafemi coming on making a goal. Lyndon Dykes getting a goal. Bright Asai Sammy with a lovely goal. Pepe Ars coming on playing pretty well. Elyounoussi and Ellis Todd fantastic. But for me, Darnell Fisher today was the man of the match. Obviously, Carter Vickers at the end coming up with some big blocks. But I have to say, obviously, he was at fault for some of the goals. Although it kind of was my fault. At least the first one was definitely my fault. But Darnell Fisher today, absolutely fantastic. He barely put a foot wrong. He really did play very well. And that is a very, very important 3 points. A very tough and very well fought 3 points indeed. Well done, boys. Okay, so you may see we are now actually up in 5th place. Wolves still with 2 games now in hand to play. Arsenal ended up drawing to Man City. Man City did get an equaliser in the second half. However, I didn't see how Chelsea did. So Chelsea, I'm assuming, drew as well because they were on the same points as Arsenal before and they still are. Both have obviously still got that game in hand. However, we're now 4 points ahead of them, so they can't overtake us. Wolves with 2 games in hand on us, so you'd assume we'll have a good chance of catching up to us. However, they have got Spurs who are in joint, well, are in 2nd place, but if Spurs win, they go back into 1st. So that could be a game that we potentially, again, kind of ride ahead of them. So hopefully they end up dropping points there because I don't think we're catching up to teams like Spurs anyway, but that's not the end of the world. At the moment, we're in 5th place, which is fantastic. Let's power on through to the next batch of games, or the next game, which is Bournemouth. However, before I do that, I do need to find a designated free kick taker. So I'm going to have a little look through. I'm going to look at the players and I'm going to decide who is going to be our free kick taker and who to train. Okay, so I was planning on having Ellis Todd on balance because it boosts that sprint speed. He's got good acceleration, but slightly slow sprint speed at the moment. However, I'm going to go with wide midfielder because that adds 3 arrows to that free kick accuracy. Plus, it boosts his attack positioning, which could be quite nice to have anyway. So what I'm going to do is I am going to boost this wide playmaker kind of role and see if we can just get an extra little boost on his free kick accuracy and get his free kicks up. I think Ellis Todd is going to be a player that's going to be here for the long term. So it'd be really nice to actually have him as like a set piece taker for like the rest of this series, have him be like our main man on free kicks. So we're going to get him trained up. We're going to see how he does and see if he can become our new free kick specialist. I think it's about time we had one. Okay, up against Bournemouth, who are currently in, I think, 15th place. I think they lost their last game. Also, as a side note, we are still in 5th. Wolves did lose to Spurs in the end. But a couple of changes for this game. Ludwig is going to come in at right back. Ilyas Cher is going to start over Elyounoussi. And Pepe Ars is going to start at camp over Bright Asai Samuel. Gives me 2 very, very strong attacking options off the bench. Plus, obviously, we still have Obafemi anyway. But yeah, I don't feel like the team is much weaker right now, even with a couple of changes we made. Another 5 at the back, things you absolutely hate to see. But regardless, let's get into it and let's see if another 3 points can be what we pick up today. To stay in 5th or at least top 6 would be absolutely crucial right now. That would be awesome with not too many games left in the season. Back home at the Kyle Prince, another sunny day at the Kyle Prince Foundation Stadium, and I'm hoping this day can end with 3 more points to QPR. Really optimistic. I think this is a game that we should probably expect to win if you look at the teams on paper and you look at the not just the squads. Obviously, I feel like our squad is actually better than theirs at this point, unless they have massive form, which in like 15th place, I don't think they'll have the most craziest of form. But I honestly think that this is a game that we should be looking at as 3 points, even though we have rotated just a little bit. But again, 5th against, again, I'll double check because I'm fairly sure it will now show them. They are in, oh, they're in 12th. They must have won their last game. Apologies, Bournemouth fans. Big ups to you. But today, hopefully we stop that winning run and hopefully we pick up a very important 3 points. Come on, you Ars. Ellis Todd has got space on this wing here. Lerma's the man trying to keep up with him. Lukaku is well ahead and higher up the pitch, so he's not catching up to him. Get this ball inside to the box. Oh, Dykes. That is so close. He's headed that just wide of the post. He's done really well to even get that ahead of Begovic, but it's hit him square in the nose and it's gone out for a goal kick. Only a couple minutes left of this first half here, and Bournemouth yet again on the attack. I have to say, they have definitely created the more chances. They've been in possession a lot more, and they've been the harder team to break down. They kind of seem to be getting a lot of luck trying to come up against us here, but they're going to work it inside. Oh, Carter Vickers yet again being beat, but Ramsdale not being beat there. Clutching that ball out the air, and maybe giving us a chance, to make one last attack. Or not. Referee blows his whistle. Okie dokie. No worries at all, mate. Half-time, bit of a stinker first half for us, I have to say. I don't think we've created many chances, as I was just saying. Bournemouth haven't really created much themselves, but have definitely had more of the ball and definitely looked better for it. Arsenal beating Spurs, though, which is interesting. Chelsea winning against West Brom, which you kind of semi-expect. But yeah, I don't really know what I can change here. I have to say, I think I'm actually going to take Pepe Arce off because he's not really been particularly involved. And I think the pace of Brighton Southampton is going to help us here. So nothing against Pepe Arce again. It's not that he's been bad, but he hasn't necessarily been involved. So hopefully the like plus, like, I don't even know what plus it is. It's probably nearly like a plus 15 in regards to rating for Brighton Southampton. Hopefully will come on and make a big difference at Cam. Obviously still got the options of Elyounoussi, Obafemi, and we've got some pretty good defensive options on the bench as well if we need to see a game out. But regardless, let's hope that the introduction of our technically best player in the squad is going to make a difference. It nearly did straight away there if he wasn't held back there by the centre-back. But second half, we just need to create more, I think. Danjuma again coming up against Ludwig here. Ludwig, I think, is being seen as a bit of a weak point here by Bournemouth, as they are really attacking him quite frequently, quite often. Got to be careful to not let them past here. Good step in there from Carter Vickers. Really good stuff to see that one out. And again, try and bring this ball forward. We've got to keep possession. Make sure we don't lose it like stupidly or softly here as we try and burst forward to make a bit of an attack. Going to play it inside to Brighton Southampton. He's just going to run at this defender because I do not think he's going to catch up or keep up with Brighton Southampton. He's going to have to turn here. We get the ball off to Lyndon Dykes. Good first touch from Dykes. Going to have to look backwards because, again, I don't want to waste possession. Need to try and make sure we do get a chance out of this attack here. Lovely stuff. Up to Dykes again. Dykes going to look down. Oh, and I don't get a chance out of it. I lose possession on a sloppy pass. Not the best chance. Again, working it well nicely, but, like, you know, working it around okay, but we need to get these chances. We've not created enough actual chances. We've not tested Begovic, I think, once in this game. That is a fantastic ball over the top here for Brooks, and he's not quite going to keep it on, thankfully for us. But a couple of changes. Obafemi is going to come on for Lyndon Dykes, just fresh legs up top. It kind of worked out for us last time. Hopefully it's going to have a similar effect this time. And Chalobah, for some reason, is absolutely knackered. I don't know why he's quite as tired as he was. So Donball's going to come on at CDM, just some fresh legs in the midfield. Honestly, I have no idea why he was quite as tired as he was. Like, he had the same starting stamina as everyone else in the team, so it was really, really confusing. But the main thing is, Donball is on, and hopefully, again, fresh legs in the midfield, fresh legs up top. Hopefully, they can make a difference. Bright Southampton here is actually going to try and play it out to Ellis Todd. Going to get it back from Ellis Todd. Bright, going to play it down. Amos, into Bright again. Obafemi. Oh, I'm just getting caught in those little sort of passes, little passages to play up against three centre-backs. There isn't enough space to kind of get the amount of passes off that I'm trying to get off. And that's where our issues are having. The three at the back today has been a bit of an Achilles heel for us. We haven't broken it down well at all. They played a really nice ball out wide here. Ludwig is caught a little bit in no man's land. So Lukaku is up against Amos this time. Amos, mate, come on. Do us a favour. Do what you've been doing all season, which is just being an absolute unit at the back there. Ludwig does get back to help out with Amos. And the two of them together kind of sort to start to deal with it. But it does go into the box anyway. And then the worst header you've possibly ever seen in your life. But they have actually recycled it quite well. So I'm going to shut up before I start criticising it more. And it leads to being a problem for us. Come on. Dickey is going to get out there. Lovely stuff from Dickey. It's a corner for Bournemouth at the end of this game. Right at the death of this game. And they have got a late chance. We need to make sure we get this ball out. And if we do, we need to try and mount an attack. Lovely stuff there from Ramsdale. Good save. Going to throw it out here. 1 minute of added time. We've given the ball away instead of keeping hold of it. That is going to be a problem. The last chance of the game is going to go Bournemouth's way. We're seeing them backwards here, referee. Look, if that was us, the referee would have blown his whistle immediately. But it's a 0-0 draw. It's a bit of a stinker. It's a bit of a shame to drop those points. But I have to say, we weren't good enough today. We didn't offer enough. Bournemouth were the better side. They created the better chances. They created more chances. And again, I think we had one shot all game, and that was Lyndon Dykes, header wide in that first half. Wasn't enough creative from us today. We weren't good enough. I don't know what it was. Again, the five at the back was a problem. But even with what would arguably be like one of our strongest 11s, it wasn't enough. You can see the fans are fuming. But again, at the end of the day, it's a decent point picked up. It's a real shame to have dropped two, though. That's the main thing there in those chances. So yeah, one shot and it was off target. They only had the two. Bit of a stinker game. An important point, but it could be an important 2 points drop. That could be the problem with that one. Well, we currently stay in 5th, but Arsenal and Chelsea both picking up wins, which again now sees them 2 points within us. Arsenal beat Spurs 2-0. They beat top of the table 2-0, which is slightly infuriating for us, but it is what it is. But yeah, still in 5th place. Fantastic stuff to see. Wolves have dropped dramatically down the table as they've been dropping points, but also still have those 2 games in hand. So those 2 games in hand would actually see them automatically straight back up into 5th place. But our main focus is staying in this top 6. Obviously, Arsenal and Chelsea Chelsea both looking to catch up to us. Chelsea against Tottenham in the next game, and the next, well, actually it's not the next game, but coming up soon they've got Tottenham, and obviously we are now games ahead of the teams around us, so we do have to be a little bit careful to not get ahead of ourselves and think we're in a slightly better position than we are, with not too many games left of the season. Crystal Palace being our next game, and then Man United, and then our last 2 games are Chelsea and then Spurs. So we only have 2 episodes left of this first season. So episode 50 will be the last episode of this first season. So what I'll say before we look to round off, ideas for some players to potentially bring in. I've got some ideas for some people. I want to know who you guys are thinking of as well. There's a couple of positions that I would like to strengthen in regards to numbers. There's also one player I'm heavily thinking about potentially bringing into the club, as I think that it'll be fantastic for the series, but also I just think it will actually be quite beneficial for the team anyway. But that is going to be where I round off today's episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do leave a like on this video. Of course, if you're new to the channel, then please do consider subscribing. Make sure you turn notifications on as well to be told anytime that we upload a video or indeed go live with a live stream. There will be a live stream later today at 3 PM and then another video tomorrow at 9 AM. But for now, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash those hands in a bit.
What? Nah, his name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, we'll say hello. Entertain, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty games, yeah, you already know. Hursty.